Good morning on an absolutely glorious day here in Funchal. Blue sky, no clouds, bright sunshine. I think, despite the jumper, I think it's going to be a good one. I mean, look at this, absolutely gorgeous. The sea, there's no wind today. The sea is dead calm. The sun is just rising. The city's waking up. People are coming out to work, getting their coffee. And even the mountains, no clouds on the mountains. Stunning. Now, today's video was meant to be espetada for lunch, the famous traditional Madeira food, essentially beef kebabs. And then I remembered I was meant to be fasting and losing weight. So in order to deserve it, I thought what better thing to do than walk from Funchal to Camara de Lobos, where they have the best espetada on the island. There's many restaurants there that do amazing espetada. And you can actually walk along the coastal path from Funchal to Camara de Lobos. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's do it. Now, of course, I'm fasting, but what I recommend you guys do is come in early, grab a coffee, grab a pastel de nata, something like that, your breakfast of choice in Madeira, which is generally a coffee and something sweet, and then start your tour through the town as it's waking up, as I say. I'll show you, I'll walk through, and we'll treat this like a 4K walking tour through Funchal. And then we'll see the pretty town of Camara de Lobos on the other end, and then we'll go eat. So there's plenty in this video. I recommend coming somewhere like this, Nata 7. There's a few of them around. The best pastel de nata in Madeira. Portuguese custard tarts, if you didn't know, but come on, who doesn't know that? Freshly baked every day. €1, €1.50 if you want your coffee, so a cracking deal. And normally pretty busy, as you can see, filled with locals having their breakfast. But not for me. That's why I didn't spend too long there. The smell of it is so good. And the hardest thing about fasting is shutting your mind off. But yes, in the day, the street is normally very busy. In the morning, it's locals out for coffee. This street here is full of little coffee shops. And now shops are popping up because it is a popular street. I think brands are getting interested. But still, you have the coffee shops and everyone comes out for their morning coffee before the day starts, before they go off to work. Now, of course, if you don't want to walk this, you can take the bus to Camara de Lobos from the bus station and the bus stops, or you can drive or you ride, in my case, motorcycle. However, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I know it exists. There is a specific coastal path. It's not a hike per se, but there is a path next to the coast and the beaches, and you get to walk through Funchal, across Funchal, through the hotels area, and then down along the coast, along the beach, stony beach, but along the rocky beach and all the way to the next town. That's kind of cool in itself, right? And the plan will be for me to catch the bus back. So I think that's quite a nice little thing to do in your day, especially if you have multiple days here and you're wondering what to do, especially on a day like this. I said in my tips video, don't get ripped off on fruit. In the market, you also in the street, I didn't tell you guys, but in the street, you get these fruit stalls popping up. I mean, the prices are pretty good. I mean, look at the size of the custard apple there. I mean, sure, it's not bargain basement, but it's fair pricing compared to those other ones, of course. And what we have, mangoes, avocados, custard apples, plums, passion fruit, papaya, apples, oranges, bananas, all of the traditional fruit in Madeira. Everything will be grown here, everything will be local. And pretty good prices. You should definitely check them out, especially over those rip-off ones in the market. That is definitely what you don't want to get caught out by. But I love Funchal in this morning light. So gorgeous as the sun is just coming up and the warm light is just bouncing off the white and pastel colour buildings and off the pavement as well, which is with the white stone. Gorgeous, and it's quiet before the people come off the cruise ships, because it is cruise ship season right now, and a lot of you guys are coming here on cruise ships. You can bring one cruise ship can bring 3,000 to 4,000 people, 5,000 people. So when you have 3 in, it is heaving. The cathedral in all of its glory, as ever, looking pretty fine in this morning light, in the blue sky. Right in the center of town, so it's not long. Funchal isn't a big city if you haven't been before. Just in front of the cathedral now. I'll show you inside. It's made from wood from the island. It is gorgeous. It's a different style of cathedral, I would say, not the golden ornate roof, but beautiful nevertheless. You can see the roof, very intricate design, and then, well, pretty big, I would say. Beautiful in its own way, let's say that. But yeah, I got to admit, I'm not the most religious of people, so kind of once you've seen one, for me, you've seen many cathedrals. Sometimes I pop in and have a look, but it's not my go-to thing when I'm in a destination. Right, where shall I take you on this walking tour? Let's go down towards the front, and then we'll walk up through the park and across towards Lido, across towards the bathing pools. Again, these places are normally rammed with people, but touristy. I mean, I like the atmosphere here, but I probably wouldn't sit here and buy a drink or a menu. What's actually on it? I mean, the prices as well. I mean, if you're on holiday, it's fine, but starters, 13 euros, 17 euros, 25 euros. Starters are the same prices as the mains. Yeah, there's a reason that these places aren't on my food map. I'm not knocking them, and I'm not knocking you if you want to go and set in these places. Sometimes they work, right? But, yeah, not really my places, I would say. Oh, this is the time, isn't it? Everything's going. You've got beer deliveries, local beer, Corral. Don't envy these guys driving around all day carrying these big casks around. Bon dia. And then you've got the fruit deliveries up there. Coming down to the Madeira sign. Just wanted to show you the harbour because the marina, it's been built for the last year and a half, and finally they've opened it up, which is quite nice. And I don't know if some of you guys maybe haven't seen it, so I'll show you that. It's hot already, I need to take this off. Give me a sec. I was going to try and be a little bit cinematic and take it off in front of the Madeira sign. But to be honest, I think I would just be in the way of the tour group. So we won't be doing that. Who would have thought? What time is it? 9:30. Oops, 9:30. January 26th, maybe? I've got sun cream on because I know it's going to be hot today. And I'm taking my jumper off already. When people say, why do you live in Madeira, Joe? That's the answer. The weather is the biggest thing for me. Well, it's not. There's all the things to do, of course, but the weather is a massive, massive factor for me. Whilst my friends and my family are complaining about cold and wet and wind, I get to have this. And so can you guys if you come here on holiday or move here. Anyway, let's carry on. All right, the new marina. So this was all closed off like this, actually. It was closed off like this. And I can't even remember what was here before. I don't think this was here, this side of it. So they've opened it right up and made the promenade larger, so it's the Marina Promenade, of course. But now, there were buildings here, that's why, I don't remember. And now they've opened it right up, so you get the view of the marina. They haven't quite finished it, of course, they're still building things down here. I think it's going to be great when it's open, because you're going to have the full view of the marina and the water itself. It's going to be great, and of course you can sit here and have a beer and things like that, but just walking along here and hanging out here, they've started to set it all up. I think it's a good idea. Better than before anyway, but it has been a little while that they've been working on it. And this is what I mean with the, we can't really see me with the sun. You're gonna have to deal with that, guys, when it's pointing at me. It's probably a good thing you can't see too much of me. But yeah, with all of the tourism increasing and the money coming in, obviously they're trying to improve, but also build apartments and hotels and all of these things. So a lot is happening here. A lot is happening here. Oh, look at this. There you go, it's only just opened and already, I've got the artwork already. That's cool, I like that. Should be more of this in Funchal, there's not enough. Over here you can see the yellow buses. These will be the stops that you can catch the bus to Camara de Lobos from. So anywhere along the front really, as long as it's going in that direction. One of the buses will go to Camara de Lobos and the signs are there and then you just pay on the bus. I think it might be like 190, maybe 210. To be honest, I've never caught a bus, but super easy, you just pay on board. You can get a top-up card with multiple journeys, You have the 2 tourist buses. You have the red one, sightseeing bus, and then you have the yellow one over here. I actually just got asked if I want to go on it first time. Normally, I don't get hassled. Maybe it's because I have the camera. They asked me if I want to go on it. But as you can see, it's open top. Well, this one is a single decker. The other one is a double decker and an open top, and they will drive you around the different sightseeing parts. And it will, there you go, Funchal and Camara de Lobos. So it will take you there. I've never done it. It's not really my thing. I'm not against it. Given I have my own motorcycle, I prefer to just explore on my own, to be honest. But it could be a good way to get around. I'm sure in some cities, I'm just thinking how much to actually see. But it's hop on, hop off, so you can get on and get off as you want. Anyway, just walking further along the front now. I want to show you a bit of Funchal because the walk between here and Lido isn't so exciting, so we'll dip in and we'll dip out. But what we'll do is a big cruise ship. Aida. We'll go have a look. I'll go show you Cristiano Ronaldo over here because, of course, this is where Cristiano Ronaldo was born, the most famous son of Madeira. He's got a statue over here in the museum. We'll go check the statue out. Very busy, I can see. We'll go up into the park, get views over the city, and then we'll make our way across towards another very pretty view on this 4K walk of Madeira. Cristiano Ronaldo Museum, but the ship. This is what I mean. When a ship like this comes in, that many people dropping into the city does make a bit of a difference. And they all come, there's tuk-tuk tours here that you can take. Ah, desculpa, sorry. And I was thinking I might make a video on one of those. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing? Just coming here off the cruise?
Yeah.
First time in Madeira?
Bitte?
Where are you from? Germany?
Yeah, from
Germany.
Germany.
Okay. You're gonna love it. It's beautiful. Amazing.
Yeah, super.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, cheers.
There you go. I have no idea what she's saying. I think she was saying she's been here 3 times. Who knows? Anyway, Mr. Ronaldo will go on the other side. This is his museum. It's not open yet. What time is it open? 10 o'clock. Oh, I was going to take you guys in there, but maybe next time. Maybe in another video. But this is the statue that everyone comes down for their photos to take in front of it. Is he going to bust the seal? Nope. Anyway, I've done all of that before and idolized Cristiano Ronaldo. I support Manchester United, so he's a bit of a Manchester United legend. And this is a hotel here as well, Pestana CR7 Hotel, brand partnership with Ronaldo, of course. But look at this beaut. Look at this beaut. Do love a cruise now. After my cruise series with Princess Cruises, there's one on this channel and there's one on the other channel. If you haven't seen it, if you've never been cruising before and you're skeptical about it like I was, I think you should check it out because you know what? It's a little touch of luxury for a week, 2 weeks, whatever it is. And I quite enjoyed it, especially if you have one of those. Hello.
Instagram?
YouTube.
YouTube.
That was funny. So normally subscribers call out to me and they approach me and talk. This person, she just ran up to me because I think they were there taking photos of the Ronaldo, and she just ran up to me and can I have your YouTube? Can I have your Instagram? And then the signal didn't work, and then she tried to write her name in, but it was like her Instagram was her name and then loads of underscores, and she couldn't find it, so she just took photos of my channel, and now she's run over to her family showing them. Anyway, as I was saying, if you have a balcony view, it's not a bad way to live life, is it? Cruising along, going in and out of beautiful places and beautiful cities, wining and dining on board, partying on board. You should try it. It's not just for a certain type of people, let's say. I'm not going to label it. You can do your own labeling. Just across the road from Cristiano Ronaldo, the ship was here, Cristiano Ronaldo was here. I came underneath, across on the zebra crossing, and you have an entrance to the park, Park Santa Catarina. And look at that, a land of, or island of the eternal spring. Eat your heart out. Look at the color of those flowers, and then the palm trees, of course, and other trees. But we're going to go up because it does give us a great view. Oh, and the Madeira island lizards are out. The million lizards on this island. We'll let them take their photos. We'll definitely find some more. Oh, look at this, everyone carving their name into the plants. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, look at the size of this one, if I can show you. Sunbathing. Look at them. I mean, they are literally everywhere. They don't bite, don't worry about that. They're not poisonous, they don't bite, they're not scary. Just, they are absolutely everywhere because they have no predators. Oh man, and look at this. Stunning. Oh, that is really stunning, isn't it? Crazy beautiful. And by the way, you're getting a walking, talking tour because last time I needed an easy video, I did a 4K walking tour and it did well, got lots of views. But there were comments in there saying, I like the video, but I miss your voice. So here you are. Let's see how long that would take before you say, stick to the silent walking video, Joe. You brought it upon yourselves. Now there's a little cafe here, which I think is quite underrated, to sit down with a view and have a coffee. It's not actually on my food map that I'm plugging again. You can buy it just up here, by the way. Scan the QR code or find it in the description. 150 pins, 150 pins of places to eat, drink, enjoy yourself. If you want good food in Funchal and beyond, this is the cafe. Over here, it's like a truck. You get to sit here and look at this. Stunning, sprawling Funchal, the marina, the marine walk. And then obviously if there's a cruise ship in, you get to see the cruise ship too. If you're on one, you get to see where you are. And sometimes, you know, you have one here, one here, one here, one here. There's lots, but that view at this time of day, and in the evening, of course, is spectacular. What's this place called? Take time to smile. Well, that should be the strap line for this channel, shouldn't it? Take time to smile. Santa Catarina Cafe. There you go. It's going to be a long video. we're barely there. We've only just started. But as I say, the next step is not so fascinating. So after this park, I'll put the camera away for a little bit and I'll pick up with you guys afterwards. But for now, I want to show you the good bits. I just love these parks. Actually, this is a little bit overgrown, but normally they take such good care of them. They were out the other day mowing and picking things up, making sure it looks its best. And it does. Just love the palm trees. Palm trees against the blue sky. It's hard to beat, isn't it? And then the park itself, of course, with the fountains going. Oh, there you go. Got Mr. Leaf Blower over there. We've missed Mr. Pneumatic Drill, now we've got Mr. Leaf Blower. But this park, also a stunner, with the palm trees and the little lake and the fountains, bamboo growing. Could be in Asia, who knows? Ducks, swans over there. Actually, this is the place, for some reason, everyone comes after they get married. They come here and have their photo shoot. I mean, I can kind of see why. Every day, every weekend, you see it, have views of the city behind. I mean, come on, it is nice, right? But they all stand there, get all the same shots. Everyone's wedding photos must look exactly the same. But it is pretty. It is pretty. And you'll see where this takes you. I mean, if you've been here, I think you'll recognize it. I mean, you'll know this place anyway, I'm sure. But you'll recognize where it comes out, and if not, I'm about to show you. Now, it gets pretty easy. I've gone a bit of a convoluted route to get here, but now it gets easy. It's pretty much straight from now on. So I'll show you it, and then we'll get going.
Oh, yeah?
So this is the spot. This is where they all come and stand and have their photo taken in the evening. So you have a nice soft light, and they have that view behind them. I mean, it's nice, isn't it? And it's nice to just come and sit here. I like coming and sitting here and just chilling, basically. And this is what I mean. Everything looking spick and span and pretty, being tidied up, flowers coming out as we move into spring and towards the flower festival. everything's going to start coming into bloom. Anyway, you come out of the gates. If you go right, you go back down into the center of town. And if you go left, you go up the hill towards Lido. But don't worry, this is pretty flat. This is might be your only hill to go up on this entire walk. I didn't actually tell you how long this takes. It should take 2 hours. Well, from my house, 2 hours. So from your hotel, maybe an hour and 45 minutes. If you're staying further over in Lido, obviously it will be less, but you'll miss Funchal. But 2 hours, I think that's all right. I think that's a good little day's trip. And then you can explore Camara de Lobos when you're there, and then have lunch, of course. So it is a pretty place, as I say. So I think it's a great thing to do. It's a great day trip from Funchal. Let's say that. But yeah, once you're on this part of it, essentially, it's just a straight walk. You can't really get lost. Obviously, I'll give you the directions as we get to the bits where you do need to change. But yeah, this is where it gets a bit boring for a little bit, guys. So I'll hit the camera off, and I'll pick up with you in maybe 5 to 10 minutes my time, 2 seconds your time. All right, when I said boring, sorry, I was just thinking about that. Maybe it'll put you off. It's not. You have plenty of really nice views, actually. And you walk past the hotels, Savoy Palace, Reed's, which is just over here, famous hotel, Reed's, 5-star hotel. Get views of the mountains, lots of people walking past. It's interesting, but I do this almost every day. And from a video perspective, it's not so interesting compared to everything else. But this is a nice part of the walk. It's flat. People come running down here. People exercise, as I say. Yeah, nice part of the walk. Before you get down to the coast, you have to come through this part, and then we'll join up with the coast. Yeah, so don't be put off by me saying that. That's not quite how I meant it. Sometimes from a video perspective, it's a bit different to reality. And I don't want you guys switching off, do I? Gotta watch till the end. Okay, here you've got a choice. Because I lied to you, I said that was the only hill. Actually, it's not true. You will reach Spa, this building with the blue and white tiles, and Villa Balera. You have a choice. You can go straight, just to the right and straight, and you'll keep flat, and later at Madeira Forum, you can go down, turn down, and then you have no other hills. Or you can go left here, which is where I'm going to go, and you go down to the Lido pools area. It's a nicer walk. It's a nicer walk overall. But at the end of the Lido pool area, you do have to come up a hill. But there's steps there. It's fine. You can take your time. Don't panic. This is the way to come, I think anyway. After all, it is a coastal walk, so you do want to kind of see the sea, don't you? So now we're back at it. We're back on the coast, and we're going to hear and see the sea the entire way now. This is back towards Funchal, but these are the volcanic pools, because Madeira, as I'm sure you found out by now, if you're looking at it, doesn't really have golden sandy beaches. I mean, it doesn't have golden sandy beaches. There are 2 man-made golden sandy beaches, but it's not quite the same in my book. So what you have instead are these volcanic pools, and also swimming pools, but with the salt water. And even today, there are people down there swimming. Oh, there's an activity down there. They're doing water aerobics. But now we've reached them. And to be honest, I like them. I may even prefer them more than the beach. Not visually, but practically. Another leaf blower. Can't get away from it. This might be a good stop for ice cream. There's a nice ice cream place here. Big selection of ice cream. You've got this on the other side as well in terms of selection. Bom dia. But we've got Mr. Leaf Blower here. Right where I want to show you the pools. Wonderful. Oh, he's a Mr. Strimmerman. Mr. Strimmerman. Well, at least they're taking care. Strimming away the grass. That's going to be a thing now, isn't it? Wherever we go, we're going to see Mr. Someone. All right, let's look at these pools. Oh, and there is also Mr. Leaf Blower. Anyway, so here you have saltwater pools with their aerobics. That's quite cool, I've never seen that. You can swim in the sea, of course, but then also you have the volcanic area. These aren't the most famous ones. Everyone who comes here wants to go to Porto on the north of the island, where the volcanic pools are. But these are ticketed. You can buy a little card. I don't know how much it is for tourists, but you can buy a top-up, or you can just buy a single on the day. But today really is a scorcher. It must be 20 degrees already. And to be honest, they have the right idea, because I should have made a pool video instead, shouldn't I? Anyway, actually round here, if you didn't want to pay, there is a place you can get straight into the sea for free. And there is now a lifeguard there, and there's toilets and facilities. Obviously with this one, you pay, but it's clean. You have toilets, you have facilities, you have lifeguards. That's kind of the point in it. It's maintained a bit nicer. But this one now is also fine. But it can be, if the water is a bit rougher, then it's a little bit risky. Whereas that, you have the pools where you can swim in. But my favorite ones in Funchal, we're going to see on this walk. And, well, you'll see why they're my favorite. It's like a class above, I would say. Here you go. This is the free one. So it's just around the corner, to be honest. And are there people? Yes. You can sit here, sunbathe down there, and then you just get straight into the sea access. Still with the view, come on. And the sea. Calm today. Now the wind has died down. And then you've got all of the hotels. Oh, these are hotels. Is there a hotel area where lots of people stay? And over here you've got Horta and Il Basilico, some nice restaurants. Horta is a good option if you're vegetarian. Very good vegetarian food there. It's on the map. Il Basilico, I'm not a big fan of Italian food. I mean, I am. I love Italian food. I'm Italian. Italian passport holder, let's say. You'll say, you don't look Italian. But if you're not in Italy or at a good Italian restaurant, I struggle. I may as well just make it at home. But Horta, the sister restaurant, the vegetarian one, is good. Look, there's our official bus tour. We're doing the same path. So, the reason why you come down here is because you can walk all the way along now, and that's what we're going to do. There we go. This is where you want to be. You don't want to be up on the road, do you? Walking amongst the guys. You want to be down here with the sea view, the palm trees, the flowers, enjoying yourself. It's not me, the only one with this idea. Let's see if it's me who's the only one with this idea, walking all the way to Camara de Lobos. But this one is popular. And it is a great walk. This is a walk I do almost every day, just for one of my exercise points, just because you can see the sea the entire time, because it's peaceful, because you have the plants and the volcanic rock and away from the cars, the fresh air. And it changes, obviously. In the different seasons, the plants come out, the flowers come out, the palm trees are here all year round. As I say, you cannot beat a giant palm tree and the blue sky. I do like it. I think this is I'll say again, guys, it's a really nice way to spend a day, half a day, coming and exploring. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. This sums up Madeira for me. This little spot, the rocks in the background, the sea, the palm trees. Mr. Chainsaw Man this time, trimming off the palm trees over there. These plants, I'm not sure what they are, but they look like monkey tails, let's say. Maybe that's their name, who knows. And then these flowers, these purple flowers, so, so pretty. More pools down there, public pools. We cannot avoid this noise today, can we? Right, let's get out of the way of our noise pollution. And I'm gonna make my way past these pools, up the steep hill. I'll show you it, just to show you, so you know whether you want to take the top route or the bottom route. And then we will arrive at my favorite pools, probably on the entire island, and somewhere which you probably want to get on your to-do list if you're visiting in the summer. See you in a sec. I thought I'd show you at the top. It's really not that bad. but it looks nicer from the top, doesn't it? I mean, it's where those people are at the bottom in the white to here, and it's stepped all the way up, maybe 60 steps, let's say. But this is the way because you get rewarded with, well, a nice path, but with the views like this. You're by the sea, you get the view back over the city, you've got the pools. Definitely worth it. I think there's a better view around here. I'll show you guys. Oh, but I can't believe this. I mean, I should believe it. I live here, and it's like this quite often in the winter. But recently, the weather's been so bad for Madeira. It's been raining and windy. So to now have completely clear blue sky is quite nice. Not really looking forward to the fact that in 5 days' time I fly to the UK. In fact, I can't think of anything worse. If this doesn't convince you to walk up that hill, I'm not sure what will. We made it to Doca, Cavacas. My favourite pools, and as it happens, we have to walk past these anyway. But check these out. I defy you, or I challenge you to find prettier pools than this. Look at it. Look at it, built into the volcanic rock. It's closed today, actually. But the headland in the distance, the highest headland in Europe, 589 meters, that is, and then you have Cabo Geral viewpoint at the top. But the mountains of Madeira, the banana plantations, banana farms, let's say. Praia Formosa beach, blue stone beach, that's where we're going to be walking along. We're going to be walking along all across here. And where this comes out here, just around the corner, is the fishing village of Camara de Lobos. That is where we're going. So we're going to be walking all the way along. I'd say we're at the halfway point. And this is where it gets fun, because this is the part I've never done before. From here on in, I've walked to here before. I've walked to here many times, and to come here, for example, in the summer. But in the summer, this place gets busy. So you want to come during the week, I would say. But definitely come here, because, come on. You're not going to beat that, are you? Got the old fishing houses, I guess these used to be. Now they're just storerooms, but I presume they used to be fishing houses. With the blue doors and the whitewash. Very pretty, very quaint. And then, of course, the blue Atlantic Ocean with Columbus's replica ship, Santa Maria, out there. Steps all the way down. And then down here, there should be a tunnel that we can go through. I thought it was closed, but I think they're just painting. So this is the entrance point. I think they're just redoing it. But yes, there is a... Oh, do we go through the tunnel? Or do we go through... Oh, no. Okay. So yes, we're going to walk all the way down there. All right. Into the tunnel. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Oh, I wonder what this was. A little cavern with the sea smashing around. Very, very cool. But yeah, walking through the volcanic rock tunnel to come through the mountain and onto the other side is quite cool, I must admit. It's lit, which helps. And out onto the other side, we reach Praia Formosa. There you go. Can't believe I've never done that before. Never come through there. Mainly because I'm not the biggest fan of this beach, because come on, why would I? With that rock. But now, this is the coastal promenade. So now we are on the beach as we walk across. You cannot beat the sound of the sea. Actually, you know what? You cannot beat the sound of the sea going over the rocks or the pebbles. It does sound really, really nice. But people come and swim here. It's not really, as I say, it's not really how I like it. Having grown up on an island with golden, stunning sand, this doesn't really do it for me, I must admit. I'd rather just go in the pools. However, this place here, on the Water Academy, is a nice place for a drink, especially at sunset. Really nice place. I mean, what time is it? It's 11, 10 past 11. I meant to break my fast at 12, but I did have dinner at 7 last night, 6:37. So I could get away with it. It's a nice place for a little drink. Sit down, here to see. Oh, we got smoothies, wine, beer, coffee, of course. Soft drinks. Oh, can we do it? Okay, you guessed it. I'm here. I couldn't resist. It's too nice a spot to not do it, especially with that sound and that view, right? Can't do it. Or can't walk past it, let's say. And I've ordered, so I've given up coffee. I've ordered a bica espresso, decaffeinated. Because I said in my last video, or the video before that, wherever it will come out, that having café de cevada was okay for my stomach, for my IBS. And I've been interested to see if decaffeinated will also be fine with me. Maybe it's just the caffeine. No sugar, so I'm not actually breaking the fast. Black coffee is okay when you're fasting, so I can still go till 12. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same as normal coffee. It's fine. I think it's the first time I've ever had decaffeinated coffee, and I don't normally drink bica. It's fine. But let's face it doesn't really matter what it is, because that view is what it's all about. In fact, that's the shot, isn't it? That's the like Instagram story shot. Anyway, get this one also on your list. It's on my list. And in the evening, the sun sets just over here, or sometimes behind that, depending on the year, behind the hill. But it does look absolutely stunning. There's another place down here that I like to go to as well for beer, but this place is cool. Nice vibe here. Coffee done. That was nice. Enjoyed that. Let's see what it does to my stomach if the video ends because I keep running to the bathroom, you know. Muito obrigado. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. There you go, guys. Thank you. On the Water Academy. Great spot. Right, let's keep going. I'm starting to get hungry. So we need to go and find that espetada, don't we? I couldn't resist one of those shops. Had to get one sneaky one in there, didn't I? All right, a bit further along, there's more going on here. A few more bars, a few more cafes, and the beach is broken out. And there's black sand over here, volcanic sand, and people actually swimming on the beach. But it blows my mind that I live in a place where you can be on the beach and out in the sun in January. There are a few places with the black sand, which is quite cool. Oh, and actually the view back over is amazing with the salt coming off the top, almost like steam rising off the beach. But it's not, it's just where the waves are crashing against the hot rocks. Pretty cool. You can see properly the black sand. I mean, it is proper black sand. Who needs golden sand, right? But the view back there is amazing, but this is the way. Carry on. Anna, you're not going to get lost. Again, it's straight. Again, it's on the path. Lots of people doing it. I'm not the only one. But it's nice. I can't believe I've been here this long and I've never done it. And I do so much walking now. Now my ankle is healed. And I've never done it. Just imagine, I mean, I've come now because I want to eat. But you can just imagine as the sun is setting here and the sky is orange, it would just be amazing. Oh, cute dog. Oh, where are you going? Oh, there you go. I can show you the black sand properly. Look at that, jet black. Oh, it is, I mean, it's not the best quality of sand. It's volcanic rock, what you expect, but very preferable to the stones, to the big stones. It's kind of cool though. For me, it's like, I don't know, something I saw as a kid and I was like, or heard about as a kid in geography, and I'm like, what, you get black sand? Yep. How sad. How sad. All right, through the archway of rock. So I love that, and I am actually very respectful when people don't want to be on camera. When they ask me and say, excuse me, do you mind? I don't want to be on camera. Very, very respectful. But people get funny about it. People start doing this or shouting or getting aggressive. One time I was filming and someone got very aggressive with me. The law in most countries is that if you're in a private space, of course, you need permission. You can't be filming people in a private space. Of course, I mean, that's obvious, right? In a public space, you don't actually have to seek permission. You're in a public space, and therefore, filming is not against the law. Hey, see, and other people want to be filmed. But filming is not against the law in most countries. In most countries, it's not, especially, I mean, not especially, if you're in a public space. So if you're sat at a cafe or in a restaurant or walking on a public walk like this, and I'm filming, holding the camera, there is no problem with that. Obviously, if someone's in their garden or in their house or whatever, you don't film. I mean, why would you? But just walking along, holding the camera, sure. And then also when I film places, I always go and ask for permission before I film. And you might see me just walking in, but I've already gone and asked permission first and got their approval. But come on. Anyway, I find that funny. One of the joys of filming. Now, I'll use this to calm myself down. Now, this is interesting. I mean, I thought it was just going to be a walk along the path, but you even have, I mean, it's probably a lavada. You have a waterfall running out. That's cool. Anyway, to be honest, that's probably enough walking. I'm going to pick up, well, not for me, I need to finish, but I'll pick up with you guys when we reach Camara de Lobos. Otherwise, this video might get, if not already, it might get a bit boring. I think we've done the 4K walk, it's due. I'll leave this stunning view behind, and I'll see you in the very, very charming Camara de Lobos. All right, we made it. Got one of the dolphin watching tours going past Magic Dolphin. I like that company, I've been on that before. I've got to be honest, guys, the path was closed, actually, and closed for renovation. They are actually doing the work, which is nice to see. Sometimes it's closed and you see no one there, that is annoying. But it was closed, so please check on Google Maps. I checked and it does actually say on Google Maps that it's temporarily closed for construction. But to be honest, it's nice to walk to where you get to. You could walk to there and turn around, and that's what everyone was doing. So I don't think it's that big a loss to do it. But for this video, obviously, it is a loss. So I found my way anyway. I'm back on the path. Kind of did a loop around it, a long way around. I won't say how I did it, because I don't really want to encourage that. But I did it, and I found my way. And we're just coming into Camara de Lobos now. The pretty little fishing village. Look at this, two-tier rock. Mud rock, mudstone, and the volcanic rock on top. And you'll see this is a very beautiful little bay, made famous, strangely, by it being a favourite little spot of Winston Churchill. He came here a few times to do painting and stay here and relax. And now obviously that's taken off as a tourist thing. Let me get around the corner and I'll show you the bay. And you can see we've entered the village. As I said, it used to be a little fishing town. Camara de Lobos. Camara de Lobos literally means Bay of Sea Lions, because when the first people came here, the bay was full of sea lions. So Lobo in Portuguese is sea lion, but it's quaint. It's charming. Got someone fishing down there on the rocks. That's where we've come from. And around this corner, you should see the fishing village. I don't know how many of the little fishing vessels will be there, because it's winter, of course, so they're either out fishing or maybe they brought the boats in for protection during winter. But normally this is full of it. And you might have seen photos. Every little boy, these things in the water, has a fishing boat like this, old wooden style vessels, which is what they would have been, very colourful. But unfortunately, not today. Or maybe not this time of year would be a better way to say it. Ah, all the boats are here. This is better. So you can see all of the boats, all of the fishing boats. It will be because it's winter and they want protection of the rougher seas, all the colourful little boats. And then essentially it's just a bay. From above, from up here, or from the drone, it looks really cute, really charming. And you can walk around, of course, and there's some street art and little cafes and some bars and places like this down here. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to do that today, because it's almost as if this place needs its own video. I'll come here, I'll walk you through the town, we'll get some food, of course. It's very famous for poncha here, the sugarcane rum and fruit juice drink, very strong. The original came from here, fisherman's poncha, made with lemon. And it's also famous for espetada, which is why we're here, of course. The only problem is, the espetada place, you can see this hill with the banana trees on it. The espetada place is up here. So you can obviously catch the bus, but I think I'm going to walk, since I'm trying to be healthy. And again, the mountains and the headlands in the distance. And I don't know if you can see here on this camera, the old style Columbus ship just in the gap. Oh look, there's an old boy coming in on his fishing boat. So they do still use it as a fishing village, essentially. But it has changed, it's become more touristy. There's a statue of Churchill down here, claiming where he came to paint, but actually I think he didn't actually come to paint in that spot. I think he was somewhere else, but easy to tell the story, and it's more easily accessible down there. Anyway, I'm going to make my way up, and I'll see you guys at the restaurant. Fingers crossed that's open. Geez, can you imagine? All this way and it's not. But the culmination of this video is to eat espetada, one of the best espetada beef kebabs in Madeira. See you guys there. To be honest, I think this video has been long enough, so we'll save the actual food for the next video, and you can watch that right here.